New leaked footage of The Game being Diddy's boy toy. And another one bites the dust, man. What are we gonna do? Alright, man, let's get straight into this. Smash the like button, let's see what's going on.
Before you got with Dre, wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party.
I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this nigga Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I fuck with your demo.
So just when we thought this mess with Diddy bending other
So what were they doing for 2 years? Partying? With baby oil? With the baby oil demon?
Like, yo, I fuck with your demo.
So just when we thought this mess with Diddy bending other men over couldn't get no worse, the internet was sent into a frenzy once again after The Game got exposed for being one of Diddy's boy toys. It turns out Diddy has been his secret sugar daddy for over a decade now, and in return for everything Diddy does for him, he allegedly bends over and allows Diddy to have his way with him whenever he likes. And get this, right after all of this was revealed, Rick Ross also stepped into the chat and clowned The Game for allowing Diddy to play with him like that. What makes this even more disturbing is that Rick was one of the first people to call Diddy out on SAing men and making them bend over for opportunities in Hollywood. So the fact that he's now clowning The Game makes people think he knew about The Game and Diddy's relationship for a very long time, but he just kept it hush-hush until everybody else caught on. At this point, the entire industry needs a factory reset because every one of them has been in on it the whole time. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, The Game and Rick Ross have been going at it for a few days now after The Game released a diss track, Freeway's Revenge, taking shots at Rick unprovoked. A lot of people thought he initially released this diss track to show his support for Drake, since Rick Ross is one of the people who have been on Drake's neck during this whole feud. But that excuse didn't make sense to people because Rick has never said anything shady about The Game, like not even once. If this was really about Drake, it would make sense for him to go after Kendrick, not Rick Ross. In the diss song, Game accused Rick of being on Ozempic and receiving golden showers from his baby mama Tia Kim.
Hey,
He rapped, "You 12 lemon pepper wings from a heart attack. Academics, get this ninja Ozempic starter pack." Kai Cenat hit the room, turn that stream on. Ask Button about his brief encounter with King Kong. This ain't the Kendrick beef. My Drake sings songs. Shots ring out. The neighbor better have his ring on. He popping pills. They starting to mess with his brain. Seizures off the lean. Balenciaga shorts got the poopy stains. Yo baby mama told me you like to get peed on. Rick Ross, on the other hand, did not take this diss track seriously at all, and he trolled The Game in a series of videos he posted to his IG.
You niggas don't want to eat? You niggas don't want to eat, must not. Stop it.
Bending over for Diddy. So he knows really is because he's in why Rick Ross doesn't respect The Game enough to respond properly is because he saw The Game allegedly bending over for Diddy. So he knows Game ain't nothing like the gangster he trying so hard to look like. You see, Rick Ross, Diddy, and The Game actually worked on a
I'm not gonna lie, you would never think it when it came to The Game, but low key though. Unfortunately, it can happen. Bro, unfortunately, I mean, we got Bobby Shmurda acting a whole damn fool now. If y'all ain't seen the Bobby Shmurda video I just posted like a couple days ago, go look at that video because he's just undeniably a fruit cup at this point, bro. And now, I mean, running around with Diddy for 2 years straight, and he said we weren't doing anything but partying? We already know what you have to say if Diddy asks to party. I need to add that as a sound effect because you gotta say no. You gotta say no. We already know this. He didn't say no. He was doing it for 2 years. Comment down below what y'all think about that, man. Y'all think The Game was getting turned up? I mean, turned out? Y'all know exactly what I mean, unfortunately.
Collaboration before, back in 2014, called Don't Who. After this collaboration, both Rick Ross and The Game were on to have a close relationship with Diddy, but it was two different kind of relationships. Rick Ross was strictly Diddy's friend, and they were seen hanging out a lot, but The Game, on the other hand, became more like Diddy's sugar baby. He practically took care of him and flew him out to foreign countries. Diddy was taking him on shopping sprees and bringing him along to his infamous freak-off parties. In fact, we wouldn't have known about any of this if The Game himself didn't spill the tea during his 2022 sit-down interview on Drink Champs. Apparently, Diddy came knocking on his door with the offer to team up on an album. However, for nearly 2 years, all they did was jump from one exotic location to the next, living it up in style. And get this, Diddy was not holding back on the gifts either. He was showering Game with all sorts of lavish goodies, like fancy watches and blinged out chains.
After that, I started kicking it with Diddy, right? I ran around with Diddy for 2 years, damn near. And this Diddy, we never went to the studio one time, but he was like, yo, I fuck with your demo, that you know, bad boy, but hey, Playboy, hey, here go a watch, Playboy, here go a chain, Playboy. I'm like, yo,
The Game, he ain't really messed with your demo. He messed with you. He wanted you from the jump. He's out here flying him out to different exotic locations as if he's a baddie or something like that, bro. Like, come on. For 2 years?
ever gonna rap? Nah.
I was doing it for 2 years.
Yo, but the jet leaves at 5. We going to Miami, Playboy. We going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to New York. We in ATL this weekend, Playboy. Pop out. And I was going everywhere with Diddy.
And then earlier this year, Game swung by Vlad TV for another chat, right after all those crazy allegations about Diddy started making their rounds. And once again, he brought up that whole saga about spending 2 years with Diddy, except this time, he revealed that instead of working on music like they originally planned, he and Diddy just partied for 2 whole years. And where were they doing all this partying, you might ask?
They had a whole damn freak-off marathon for 2 years straight? I mean, come on. You hosting the freak-off Olympics with 2,000 bottles dripping down. Oh my gosh, for 2 years, man.
Atlanta, of all places.
Before you got with Dre, wasn't Puffy interested in working with you also?
Yeah, Puff. I was running around with Puff for a minute, but we was just partying, man. Puff liked to party. So that's basically all we did. I think the few times I was running around with D-Mac and Puff, we just did a bunch of partying. We might have went to the studio once or twice, but I didn't get to record nothing. I was just, you know.
Okay, but I mean, Puffy
he ain't get to record anything.
was a huge deal
but party
back then.
Still a huge
deal. I mean, he's still a huge deal, but he's not doing music anymore,
right.
Is what I'm saying. Back then, Bad Boy was on fire, and he's running around with you. And, you know, Puffy's a busy guy.
I was running around with him.
Yeah. You were running around with him.
Right.
Was he talking about signing you, or what exactly happened?
Nah, Puff he wanted to sign me. He just, you know, he was moving around. Like, he had the restaurant Justin's in Atlanta, so we was in and out of that. A lot of parties in Atlanta with him and V and, you know, Big Wolf and, you know, Fab and Jeezy was just, you know, I mean, Fab was already on. Jeezy was coming of age. But we just party, man.
Baby, once this started going viral, people could not help but wonder if The Game was also getting his cheek slapped by Diddy. Because if y'all remember, 50 Cent also put Diddy on blast some years ago for trying to make him his boy toy after Diddy offered to take him shopping. 50 said he was confused at the time, because this is the kind of offer that most men would usually make to women that they're romantically interested in, not another man who's supposed to be a work buddy. 50 and Diddy weren't even friends like that to begin with, so the offer was hella weird, and 50 immediately knew what Diddy was trying to do.
But I'm not gonna lie, there's just too many like photos with Diddy and another dude that his tongue is just low-key out. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, close your mouth, brother. Come on now.
So the offer was hella weird, and 50 immediately knew what Diddy was trying to do.
The Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it, and he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some? I mean, like, I paid for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just say?
But that's not all, y'all, because another interview that The Game had with Vlad TV shortly after this collaboration with Diddy and Rick Ross also went viral, he revealed even more interesting things in that interview. When he was asked if he has ever worked with any DL rappers, he actually said yes, and even went on to talk about how some of these rappers claim to like women, but are actually clapping men unprotected and spreading STDs.
Damn.
Do you think that you've worked with a gay rapper?
Yeah, man. And gay, not being just full out gay, but hiding and trying to pretend like he, loves girls and live the rap lifestyle, but really he's a man fan. So that in the closet is real scary, you know what I'm saying? So we got to get into the seriousness of it, and it's just not fair to, other people. And then that shit spreads because that girl that you might be fooling might leave you and go find another dude who ain't gay, give him the disease, and he go cheats on her.
Now, when it comes to Rick Ross, knowing about Diddy clapping The Game, he didn't explicitly mention The Game's name, but he revealed that in his 2009 song, Magnificent, that Diddy S.A.'d Total. Total was a boy group that was under Diddy's record label, Bad Boy Entertainment. He rapped, "I made a transition from the thieves to the biggest executive Def Jam's ever seen. The game never changed, money's still a focal, but it's time to the game like Puffy did Total." This whole situation is really messed up, and it really shows you the kinds of things that these rappers are doing to each other in the industry. As usual, people had their own thoughts about this. Like this person who said, 50 turned down the shopping spree.
Alright, this is all I can say. For all the upcoming rappers, just refrain from bending over to get a deal. Could we do that? Because at this point, it just seems like every single rapper did such things. In the next video we're about to watch, we're about to look at 13 other celebrities that have been listed in the Diddy lawsuits, finding out that they've been at the same exact freak offs. And it's like, oh, all these male rappers really were bending over, bro.
And obviously The Game did not. We all know what comes with those shopping sprees. Another person said, "Do y'all honestly believe Game wasn't compromised by the diddler? These men get victimized and begin to tattoo their entire bodies to mask the shame. Look at Bieber and the others. Take from that what you will." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do y'all think?
Hey, family. Comment down below. So, I mean, the evidence that we have is just the fact that The Game was partying with Diddy for 2 years straight. Probably went to the studio twice. Straight up partying. He was getting flown out to different exotic locations. He was being taken on shopping sprees. Shopping sprees. By Diddy. So with all that being said, comment down below. Was The Game his boy toy? Were they in a relationship on the DL? On the down low? What do you think? Comment that down below because I do read your comments. Smash the like button and subscribe since you watched this point of the video. And turn on post notifications. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video the same way you're going to catch me. Peace. Love you.